Very warm welcome. We are today going to interview another PDP trainee of ours. She's a clinical psychologist from Pakistan, and today we are going to interview Javeria, who I'm just gonna invite her and we'll get started. A lot of you have started joining already. Good evening, everyone. Okay, perfect. We already have so many of us here, and perfect. Those of you who are here, let me know what you're currently doing in your life, what brings you to Psyche, and what is happening, guys. I have invited Javeria. Hi everybody. Perfect. Tell me, are you a psychology student? Are you currently studying? Are you a professional already working in the field? If you're working already, what are you currently doing? Okay, hi Sakshi. Hi Sarvan. Okay. We are going live, guys. Let's go. Okay, yes. Okay. Hi, Prabjot. Behavioral modification therapist. Hi, Farzana. Okay, that's amazing. I am not sure why I'm not able to go live. Hi, Arushi. Hi, Radhika. For some reason, Javeria is not able to join. I'm accepting your request. Are you joining from phone or laptop? Javeria? I have accepted your request. Okay. Till then, we can talk. I can tell you about myself. My name is Ashali. I'm the founder and director at Psyche and Love Psychology. We train counselors and psychologists into multiple psychotherapies so that they can begin their private practice in counseling very, very confidently. And with that, we have Javeria. Hi, Javeria.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Same here. I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, ma'am. I'm doing great. Alhamdulillah. You know, it's been, I think, 29 days, and I'm feeling like it's been ages.
Okay. I feel the same. We missed you in the class, Javeria. But yeah, like we say, every ending is a new beginning. Guys,
Yes,
Javeria
ma'am.
has just finished her PDP Professional Diploma in Psychotherapies with us, and today she's gonna share her story. And it's really beautiful how we united India and Pakistan through PDP. So that's also amazing. She's a clinical psychologist there, and let's hear from her now. Javeria, please tell us something about yourself.
Okay, ma'am, let me tell you about myself. So, hello, everyone. Hello, hi, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Javeria Sajjad, and I'm from Pakistan, Kharabar Township, Haripur. And I'm a practicing clinical psychologist and graphotherapist, certified psychotherapist, hypnotherapist, a lot of things just because of this PDP. And yes, that's it. Now, we will, further proceed in the interview. You'll get to know a lot of things about me and about Psyche and about Ma'am Vishali.
Amazing, beautiful. So Javeria, tell us why did you start with psychology in the first place? So शुरू से ही आप psychology करना चाहते थे or something happened and you felt like कि I want to come to psychology. So tell us about your entire journey. क्या क्या आपने करा? How did you came to psychology में कैसे आए? फिर आपको psyche के बारे में कैसा पता चला? Tell us everything.
सब कुछ बताऊंगी. Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, my journey was like I have, since my childhood, I have always been, curious about human nature, like how we humans are really, different from each other, and how we behave in different circumstances, and differently behave in same circumstances. So I was always been like this and want to explore. It was that time in my childhood, I was a child and I was not more into this thing that it is, psychology field or this and that. I was like, this is a mystery. So I want to explore this thing, why this person is behaving like this, why this person is that way. So I was like, it's a mystery too. I have to solve this. So it was like spying on someone. It was like exploring the things like that. It was this. And then it was the most hurtful part about that thing was I always wanted to know the reasons why people commit suicides, like why they what was going in their mind at that particular time when they want to just get rid of that particular pain and their from their life. So it was really hurtful for me as a child. I want to know each and everything. I was a hurry up driver and I am a hurry up driver, so I want to know everything. So yeah, but now I am, working upon this. So it was like that, and then there was no such concept of psychology, that there is psychology or that and this way. But further when I grew up, and it was like I am I was a pre-medical student, and in Pakistan we have a test called ETA test, where you have to give test for the particular, if you want to be a doctor or engineer. So I was a pre-medical student, and I always wanted to be a BDS doctor. So I just gave that test, and so I couldn't make it for that government university. But I make it for the that particular merit list for private university, where you just have to pay for your fees and you study for your own fee, right? So it was like that totally. But that time my father was the only bread earner for us that time, and my brother was also studying in the Pakistani university, like named Comsets University, it's the famous university in Pakistan. So I was like, yeah, my father, that means I don't want to burden my father with, like, although he was ready to pay lakhs for me, that BDS study or that doctorship. So but I was not, I was as a girl I was really sensitive, and I don't want to burden my father. Then I chose the subject for as a main concentration, like zoology, botany and chemistry. So ma'am, but I was doing well. I have always been a very bright student and topper, so it was not a problem for me any subject. So I was getting good grades, each and everything was good, and seems perfect. But deep down I was really dissatisfied, like something is wrong. I was not satisfied with my subjects. Like I was like, नहीं यार कुछ तो है जो मुझे भी मतलब तंग कर रहा है, मैं खुश नहीं थी मैं ना. It was like totally. So that time my cousin, Khalazad cousin, aunts daughters, they are twins, so that time they are pursuing masters in psychology. So तब तक मुझे पता था कि साइकोलॉजी भी कुछ होती है, बट करियर काउंसलिंग, आई हैव नो कंसेप्ट ऑफ दैट, करियर काउंसलिंग या कुछ होता है इस तरह. So one day I decided to went to her, and I was like, okay, her name is Maruk, she is my best friend. So she was like, and ma'am, she I took a session with her, and after that I was like, बस मुझे तो psychology ही लेनी है. So I I want to change my subject. But it was not so easy for me, ma'am, because having the background of doctors, engineers, army officers, economists. So everybody is like, what are you doing? There is no scope in psychology. I don't know about India, but ma'am, here in Pakistan, we don't even consider psychology as a social science. They consider it as psychology as arts. Like in my area, like where I lived in Haripur, or the area where I belong. So it was totally like people think that it's the art subject. Oh, arts में चली गई है, अब ये arts में जा रही है, science से पढ़ के आके. So people were like that. And so the most funniest part I just want to tell you, I made a story, I made a story to convince everyone. Like I one day I woke up and I was like, I just had a dream last night, and everyone was like, what happened? क्या ख्वाब था, क्या देखा आपने, क्या ख्वाब? So I was like, my cousin Hajira, she was my class fellow that time. So I decided to also join with me, and I was like, I had a dream about, like, in my college library, sorry, that psychology lab. I saw a psychology lab. There is the light is emerging from there, and the light is saying that come Javeria, I'm your destiny. I'm your destiny, please choose me, come, I'm psychology. I just made this story, and I'm really, for the first time in my life, I'm confessing this. I made a story. But the most hurtful part is nobody believed me, man. So everyone is like, झूठ बोल रही है, इसको ऐसे इसने change करना subject. So it was like that. My that cousin, she didn't change subject into psychology. She changed her subject into physics. But I, that time, everyone's like, कि इसको अब करना ही change है. Ma'am, here in my elders, especially elders, everyone is like that. Okay, there is no scope. Scope. I don't know why people have so much into like scope. I think that time everyone is like, you just have to go with, zoology, botany, chemistry, or, medical subjects. So I was like, no. But Alhamdulillah, by the grace of God, I have gotten a, beautiful sportive family. And my mother is a sensitive, but, sensitive lady. But my brother and father, they are, they have always been there for me. And they told my mother that it's okay if she want to do, as I'm a, single daughter. So everyone is like, both लाडली है, सर पे चढ़ा रखा है, इसको कुछ भी choose करना. If she wants to choose any subject, so उसको करने देंगे. So my father was like, नहीं, if she wants to do whatever she wants to do, let her do. And my mother was like a little bit sensitive because, the society, they are saying that, okay, there is no scope in psychology, kya karegi psychology mein jaake. So it was like that. But at the end, she told me that it's your life. So if you want to do, and if you find, that your career would be the best in this field, so go for it. So, ma'am, finally, after a long journey, so I finally, chose came into this field, psychology, and now, and how I, get to know about the psyche. So before that, I, want to tell you about the background which I have did. I've done my master's in psychology and plus PMDCP. In Pakistan, PMDCP is a, post-magisterial diploma in clinical psychology. It's a 1-year diploma, 2 semesters, and yes, with practical, after internship, you have internship in either any hospital, private hospital or government, and with studies. So masters was totally, ma'am, it was totally about theoretical knowledge, as we know. Okay, but PMDCP, I have learned a lot, like DSM, disorders, MSc, psychological testing, and yes, therapies. Therapies are like CBT, but not in depth, ma'am. It was just CBT, some of the relaxation techniques. Although we have, get all the introduction of all the therapies, but the main focus was CBT, and that was relaxation, PMR, and body scale. But ma'am, it's impossible to, we can't apply, 1 or 2 techniques again and again, or 1 or 2 therapies again and again on the same client or a different client, same technique. We can't do that. So I was like, okay, I just want to do more. And one day, what a blessed, beautiful day, I was scrolling through the Instagram, and I just got last November, ma'am. I remember the date. That was the November, I think 27th or 24th, I just forgot, but that is the date, November and 2022. And it was like, you were offering that time, a mini 5-day psychotherapy course. And I did that, and I have your certificate, psyche certificate, and I also have that 21 days challenge, happiness challenge, I think you have introduced that one. I have also, performed in that one. So, ma'am, after taking your first session, I was like, who is she? Where was she? ये कहाँ थे इससे पहले? So why would I know her before? What was that reason? So I was like, mashallah, mashallah, ma'am. I was just stunned and amazed that time how beautifully ma'am was delivering the thing. Your concept was so clear, ma'am. That time so much clear. I have never ever seen this way of teaching, or this way of delivering the knowledge. Mashallah, mashallah, ma'am. So that time I decided कि मुझे अब कुछ करना है तो मैम विशाली से ही सीख के करना है. So that time it was my thinking process, and I was really blessed, and feel blessed and honored that I get to know about psyche, and I get to know about you. And but at the same time, that time I was, either get to know about the PDP course, but same, there is the mental blockage. I think everyone should relate, can relate to me that, we have paid, we got our degrees in masters, PMDCP, a lot of internships. We have invested there. So after a lot of investment, so we do we have to again invest in this? So it was like that कि मुझे again investment करनी पड़ेगी. So that time it was a blockage, my mind blocking, my thinking blockage. But after some time I have realized that no, I just have to ma'am light चली गई है. Sorry. So yeah, here in Pakistan आपको थोड़ा यहाँ पे गुजारा करना पड़ेगा. So yes,
कोई बात नहीं,
so that time
बहुत मजा आ रहा है मुझे आपको सुन के, आप कंटिन्यू करो.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So nice of you. So it was like that, ma'am. Then, huh. Then I just want to confess one thing. This is the investment which I have made in this course is the best investment I have ever made in my life, ma'am. MashaAllah, Alhamdulillah. So that is the best investment. So yes, ma'am. That is from my side that how I get to know about psyche.
Thank you so much, Javeria. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. तो आपने ब्लॉकेज ओवरकम कैसे करा? बिकॉज आई नो कि अभी भी बहुत सारे लोगों के दिमाग में ये ब्लॉकेज है कि इतनी डिग्रीज कर ली, इतनी सर्टिफिकेशन,
हाँ.
जैसे आपने सारा कुछ बोला, तो आपने ये ओवरकम कैसे करा?
Man, same overcome the through your techniques, which I have learned, in free psychotherapy course. You have introduced that course. So I was like, "Ki, now, ma'am is like that. You just have to, one of the technique was like, if you are indecisive in something, you just have to write the advantages and disadvantages of the thing." So I was like, okay. So I one day, sat with myself and I was like, okay, Javeria, what next? What do you want in your life? So at that time, I was like, I want to be like, best clinical psychologist, this and that. I, got to know about the graphology aspect, a lot of other SFBT techniques, so a lot of the names through that, mini psychotherapy course. So I was like, I want to do each and everything, and I want to, there is a curious child inside me. Still, he is alive. So still, I want to know each and everything. So yeah, so it was like that, and then one day I decided, okay, so advantages. These are my advantages if I, would go for the PDP or the professional diploma in psychotherapy, and these are the disadvantages. But ma'am, disadvantages was तो कोई नहीं था ना. There was no disadvantage. So I was like, there is a clear way. Why are you wasting your time? And then I got the, I think, free session with you. If we have we are stuck with some thing in our professional career, so you are there to for help us out. That time when I first interact you live, so then I told you that, ma'am, I want to do a PDP. So he was like, okay, I'll tell you the things. These are the structures, and these are these things and that. So yeah, so I think those mental blockage I have covered due to, ma'am, your technique.
Very sweet of you, Javeria. And guys, I think it's worth mentioning, transferring any payment from Pakistan to India is a big deal. So it really takes a lot of effort. There are transaction charges, and I think the currency there is also thrice. So if it is
Yes, ma'am.
10,000 in India, it is 30,000 in Pakistan.
30,000.
है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
it's,
ma'am.
and I think to overcome this blockage also, I would also mention, मुझे पता है, I knew Javeria as one of the very dedicated students because कोई भी YouTube वीडियो होती थी, Javeria का कमेंट उसमें सबसे ऊपर होता था. So the longest time, and there's not even a single YouTube video जहाँ पे Javeria का कमेंट नहीं है. The level of dedication she had, irrespective of whether she was in PDP or before PDP, was commendable.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, they're like, free video है, बाद में देखेंगे नहीं देखेंगे, जब तक वो
Thank
invest
you,
नहीं
ma'am.
करते वो start नहीं करते. But with Javeria, that was not the case. I always knew that, there is somebody studying, because every video she's watching, she's putting a comment. Every video she's watching, she's putting a comment. So that is how I knew her. Even now, her program is complete, but any training that I'm putting on my stories, she's like, yeah, every single video, ये देख ली, like कर दो, ये देख ली, like कर दो. So she actually, I knew her more than she knew me through YouTube and Instagram. So the dedication was commendable. So फिर Javeria,
Ma'am, right now I'm feeling, like out of the moon, like out of the sky.
you deserve it, I feel. तो अब मुझे बताओ Javeria कि how has life been inside PDP? PDP के दौरान की जर्नी बताओ.
My most favorite topic, ma'am. Ma'am, please give me some time to ask the question. So, ma'am, my journey with PDP was, I think, just amazing, fantastic. मतलब कैसे नहीं हो सकती? If I was really I have always been like कि मुझे PDP करना है, professional diploma in psychotherapy. So my experience was really fantastic because it was not just for my professional upskilling, ma'am. I have not just gained confidence in my professional in my clinical setting, as well as my in personal growth. I have applied all the techniques, and I have seen my all the what I can say, overcoming all the difficulties or all the things which I was doing before. Like I just want to give you the example. Like before that, I was totally into like all about client. I didn't think about myself before that, who I am, what are my thought process. But after during this course, then I get to know about my before that I was like I am the perfect, which I think everybody thinks like that. I was like there is no need of any कुछ भी मुझे जरूरत नहीं है. There is no need of modification in my behavior, whatever. But after this, ma'am, I get to know about my flaws. I get to know about my strengths, weaknesses. I get to know about my core beliefs, negative thought processes. I get to know about my like where I am lacking and what are my weaknesses and what are my strengths. So where I have to work upon and where I have to just let it go and go with the flow. And yes, ma'am, it was the really beautiful journey for my professional career as well, and for my personal growth as well. And I have gotten a best teacher, ma'am Vishali. I just again want to say, and I have gotten the best buddy across the border. And even with juniors, I'm interacting, and I'm saying, okay, when you are doing practice, please let me in, include in me. And they were like, yes, why not? Sure. So yes, ma'am. And thank you so much, ma'am. Everybody, you gave me so much love, so much respect. So I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now.
I think Javeria, you deserve it. So guys, Javeria has been one such student who, even if she's at a wedding, she's attending the class. Even if she's traveling, she's attending the class. So the level of dedication that she has shown to the program is also exceptional in nature. So I think it is a two-way journey. So Javeria, aapne bhi pura, you've ensured that you're there in every class. Anytime anybody asks any question, Javeria is there to help them. So that is also something that's there.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't know how to respond, but thank you so much.
Amazing. So tell us more, Javeria, which therapies you learned inside PDP? How was the community? The practical aspect of it. You've done an online course. So आपने पहले भी कभी online courses करे हैं? ये पहले था. How about everything?
Ma'am, I have, before PDP, I have done one psychotherapy course. It was good. Like, everyone is doing their best. It was not like that. But the practical aspect and the homework, there was homework, but at the, just the name, sake of the name, like, it's okay, homework is there, just for the name. But here, ma'am, I just want to tell all of the who are, watching me and who will watch me as an instant I record. So I just want to tell you, if you want, PDP is the best choice for you. Because of that, number one reason, it's a really structured course, ma'am. Like, I have never seen this way, like, itna kuch structured course kaise ho sakta hai? Mashallah, it's really structured, like 12 therapies, and we have covered 300 plus techniques. And each and every technique is like, we just have to apply first on ourselves and then on the clients. So it was like that. And the second thing, this course is just not for your professional upskilling, it's for your personal growth as well. You get to know about yourself more. You get to know about your moral values. You get to know about your ethics. You get to know about I think it's a whole about self-reflection. And the third part is, ma'am, the most favorite part of mine is like breakout room sessions, ma'am. I have learned a lot from breakout room real sessions. It was a real session because, ma'am, everyone is coming, with their own real issues, their own real life issues. They are discussing. We have shared a lot of laughter. We have shared a lot of beautiful memories. There was I was inspired with the people who are, managing. I'm the one, ma'am. Still, I'm the one who is really afraid of, my marriage life. What would it look like, or these types of things? How would I manage? But when I was saying that, people are, managing their family life, their career life, and their study life, and they're doing PDP. It was really, really inspiring for me, and I was amazed, and I was always, like giving them the compliments, like, you people are just amazing. You just, if you would be in front of me, I would hug you, and I told you that you are the best people. You are the best, and you are managing your life. So it was the best experience. Like, if as a client, as a counselor, I get to know, like, if the client is coming, with this problem, stress related problem. But if the for one client stress is different, and for the other client stress is different, like, so these are the type, when I was, probing them, I asked the question. So it was the real practice. When, next time when there would be a new my real client, although they were the real client, but it would they would be my real client. So it was like that. I have gained the confidence, and I will confidently ask the question, and I will deal with them. So it was like that. And when I was reversing the role, and I play the role of, like, client with my real problem. So, ma'am, I have learned, like, wow, that person, he and she is asking me a very good question. Okay, that note that point. Javeria, note. Okay, yeah, I noted. Okay, observe the body language. So as a client, I also observed my counselor, and the best things I have adopted from them, and, like, their profile, their problem skills, like how they are asking me the question, and how they are, making me to come to the conclusion. So both ways, I have learned a lot of things. So guys, I think these three are the main: structured professional growth, personal growth, and the fourth one is real life practice. और किसी को मेरे ख्याल में क्या चाहिए इतनी अच्छी, मतलब आपके पास इतनी अच्छी opportunity है guys, so go and just grab it. And I would, I'm recommending, not just suggesting you, I'm recommending everyone, ma'am, even in my friend circle. I just that I think you just mentioned us in the story that you are, delivering the certificates. So everyone in my, classmates, everyone was asking me, like, oh, Javeria, where did you got this from, and what is this and that, and what are the fee structure, and what are this? I was like, okay, you just DM them, and this is the how it works, and these are the things and procedure. अच्छा, अभी हमें फिर इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा इतनी सारी चीजें. मैंने कहा, यार, दिस इज द थिंग कि मैं भी इन्हीं चीजों से गुजर के आई हूँ, एंड आई हैव ओवरकेम दिस, सो यू विल डू दैट. So it was like that. Everyone is, like, curious, want to know that ki course आपने कहाँ से किया. So I would, not suggesting you, I'm just recommending you to, go for the PDP course. And I think after, attending just one session, you'll definitely, remember me in your prayers. Give me your best wishes that Javeria has recommended us this course. So yeah. It was totally out of, I just can't explain my, feelings towards this course, towards you, ma'am. So as you are saying, that I was attending, in between the marriages, and it was like that. Ma'am, मैं अब मशहूर हो गई हूँ. अभी मैं जाती हूँ ना, तो everyone is like, oh, इसकी क्लास होगी, इसको तंग नहीं करो. So I was like, यार, आपने तो मेरा मजाक ही बना दिया. It was not totally like that. Because, ma'am, in Eid, family get together, Eid feast, get together, Eid was, and everyone is there, and I was like, stop it, I have to go inside the room, and okay, do your work. And I was like, क्या हो रहा है, हम लोग इतने दूर से आए हैं, and we are doing this, and you are attending. मैंने कहा, ठीक है, आप भी दूर से आ रहे हो, but right now this is important.
I think, Javeria, there is so much to learn from you as a student as well. आपने कभी homework नहीं miss करा. Guys, I give them very tough deadlines when it comes to homework. And homework is another, I think, a pillar of PDP. आप बिना homework के PDP करते हो, you get 200%. आप homework के साथ करते हो, you get 1000%. And literally after that, you go do the homework. Javeria was the first person in her entire batch who submitted the homework on time because she wanted to avail the bonuses that were just कि हाँ homework करोगे तो मिलेंगे. And I think there is actually so much. And she finished her homework, almost entire homework, on time. Then, like she's already mentioning, she prioritized her professional, not only in terms of monetary investment, but also time and effort investment. So something that you require as a student anywhere you're investing: time, money, and effort. So when you invest three of these things, I think you get returns. So in the all aspects. So thank you, Javeria. I think that is something that everybody should learn from you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. But, ma'am, I couldn't make it to the farewell, ma'am. That was really bad network. You know, everyone is like behind me and they are attending. Oh, ring ceremony, ring ceremony. There was a hooting and I was like, network, please, chal ja, yaar, chal ja, mujhe attend karna. I want to hear from everybody who is, telling their stories. So I just want to hear from them. But it was the network उस दिन मैम मेरे को ना वो क्या कहते हैं उसको network धोखा दे गया.
कोई बात नहीं, Javeria. I'll add it to your farewell group. So hopefully I'll upload the recording. That's absolutely fine. But she tried her best कि marriage में भी I should attend it. Perfect. So Javeria, मुझे बताओ कि आपके आसपास के लोगों ने accept your commitment और आपके अंदर क्या changes देखे? Maybe आपकी personality में, आपकी family में आपने क्या changes देखे? और अपने changes के बारे में भी बताओ और प्रोग्राम में जो बाकी students थे उनके changes के बारे में, उनके feedbacks के बारे में भी बताओ.
Well, first of all, everyone is seeing changes in my, professional, but as well personal growth is like I was before, totally, I have little bit, anger outburst, having an anger outburst, and I was, as I am, single, daughter and beloved of my father. So it was like that, कि इसको बाबा ने बिगाड़ दिया, but showing tantrums and this and that, but. Ma'am, after this course, I think during this course, I started, applying all the techniques on myself. So it was, everyone is like, now you are becoming more understanding. Now, you are not so stubborn. So I was like, क्या मैं पहले भी थी? So I was like, देखो यही तुम्हारा मसला है. So that was your problem. So now I think everyone is like, before I was listening, I have a good listening skills, but now I'm for family. Ma'am, there is two life. Everybody has two lives or two masks. One for the professional life and one for their personal life. So professional life was 101. So personal life में थोड़ा बहुत तो चलता ही है ना. So it was like that. तो अब वो भी थोड़ा I'm just maintaining between both two, and yes, everyone is like you have become so much understanding. Now you are listening to us and you are like okay. So I was like, man, my main problem was like that if I am investing emotionally on someone, or if I am like this way and I'm, giving my time or giving my energy to someone, so I expect the same from them. So that was my problem. So now I was like, chalta hai, just go with the flow and just be kind to yourself, self-compassion, care, love, positive psychotherapy, and ACT, ACT. So everything is like, I'm the symbol of that.
Amazing. Javeria, जो कुछ भी आपने सीखा, पहले तो आप मुझे within the course बताओ कि आपने कुछ transformations देखी, सिर्फ आपने अपने personal concerns पे work करा या दूसरों ने भी करा, और उनको कोई difference दिखा या नहीं?
I just want to, ma'am, share with you a client story, my client story. She's a girl, 17 years girl, ma'am, and she's like having she came up with the problem of like exam anxiety plus study stress, and along with one of the diagnosed clinical disorder, which I don't want to reveal here because it's a really, a rare disorder, so that's I don't want to reveal here, but that was there. So, ma'am, she was brought by her mother. So her mother was really, really concerned about her and this and that. She, discussed with me each and everything. And I started her, taking her session. So, ma'am, I start with the like little bit art therapy, emotion wheels. Then I, that's how the rapport building or this and that. Emotion wheel, art therapy technique, emotional wheel exercise. So she did it, and along with the CBT techniques, mixing up with SFBT techniques, mixing with the positive psychotherapy techniques, gratitude, and making affirmations. But when I was doing Socratic questioning with her, ma'am, and she was, she's a girl, little girl, and she was like, when I asked her a question, and her mouth was little wide open, she was like, "What, ma'am? आप जैसे बोल रहे हो तो मैंने तो ऐसा कभी सोचा ही नहीं." So it was really, I feel really amazed at that time that the wide open little mouth was like open and she was looking at me and like, "Ma'am, हमने तो ऐसा कभी नहीं सोचा." and she was doing really well. And mashallah, mashallah, ma'am. I have applying the technique, that affirmation cards with as art therapy, and she made what a beautiful drawings, and she was really artistic in nature, and she was very good in doing homeworks. Although she is sometimes like मुझे school का भी मिलता है, I was like okay, then आप उसको थोड़ा इधर adjust कर लो, but she is really good. And her mother told me that we are not just me seeing changes in her behavior, but her she lives in joint family system, so her grandmother, her grandfather, everyone, her aunt, uncles, and their sons and daughters, everyone is seeing changes in them. And I was like, okay, she is now changing. So and now before that I just told her that okay, come, and this is that today is your session day with Ma'am Javeria. And getting now she she is telling me that get up mama, I'm really excited, today is my session with ma'am. So it was really I feel really good, alhamdulillah, touch wood ma'am. I feel really blessed that alhamdulillah with this PDP course I got the confidence, and I got a lot of different techniques to merge up and apply on the clients. So yes, it was the one case, and I just want to talk about another one. That was the lady ma'am. She is a government teacher, middle-aged, I think in between 55 or 50, in between that age. She was like she was having anger management issues, passive aggression, like she was like that, and she want to overcome that one. And I was like okay, and I applied CBT techniques and all the merging SFBT technique, ma'am, bad habit formation technique, dangerous habit, I think. So I applied that technique on her, and when she was doing that technique, and she literally asked me a very interesting and beautiful question. She asked me that, see, I have experienced in my life a lot of things, and now I'm really experienced in my life. I've dealt a lot of people in my life, but still, why I'm not able to think this way, the way you are telling me, or the way you are making me think like this way. So ma'am, I was like, that's how we are here to help you. That is our profession. That is that makes us psychologists, or counselors. And I asked then I psychoeducate about her situation. That I told her that, see, you have gone through a lot of difficulties in your life, so and this and that and this. Now you are continuously you are bearing all these difficulties and going through these difficulties. Now your mind is like this, so there is no way that you are your mind is not like open, your mind is like this, and everyone is throwing something on you, and you are reflecting back, you are showing aggression rather than filtering the information or whatever. So she was like, yes, this is the reason. So ma'am, mashallah, she's also showing results and giving me the good feedbacks, and yes.
Amazing, Javeria. इसका मतलब है चाहे whether they are just kids or they are in old age, you are now a pro to work with everybody.
Alhamdulillah, ma'am. Alhamdulillah. Definitely.
Amazing. तो जावेरिया, थोड़ा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के बारे में बताओ कि अगर यही क्लाइंट्स आपके पास पीडीपी से पहले आए होते तो तब आपकी अप्रोच क्या होती है, और अब जब आपने पीडीपी कर लिया है तो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? तो सिंस यू आर ऑलरेडी अ क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट, आपके पास इतनी डिग्रीज हैं एंड एवरीथिंग यू हैव, सो पीडीपी ने उसमें क्या डिफरेंस क्रिएट करा? एंड इज द कोर्स सफिशिएंट फॉर यू टू गेन कॉन्फिडेंस इन वर्किंग विद चिल्ड्रन एंड एडल्ट एवरी पॉपुलेशन? तो क्या बिफोर एंड आफ्टर बताओ.
Yes, and before I have mentioned earlier that it was like before I was just equipped with CBT, but not deep a lot of techniques, but yeah, some of the techniques of CBT, and along with the PMR and body scale and some techniques of SFBT. It was like that, just a medical questions. So I was applying on them, and although and yes, the most important part, ma'am, I think I ended up giving advice. It was the most that concern of mine, like, and people are like, and the clients are वो तो ऐसे ही बैठे होते हैं, they were like हमें कुछ बता दिया जाए, so आप बताएं, you tell us, but we have to do, what are the solution of our problems. So it was like that. And I always ended up giving advices, although I tried my level best कि मैं उनको advice ना दूँ. They have to come for the solution, for the advice. So it was for me. So, number one, I ended up giving advices, and the same time, I was, repeatedly in every session, I was applying same techniques. Although I'm getting good feedbacks, ma'am, but deep down, I was not satisfied कि मुझे नहीं अच्छा लग रहा या मुझे एक satisfaction नहीं feel हो रही. I want to do more. But now, from then, and not just my clients are giving me the positive feedbacks. I the inside myself, like, what can I say, how to put it into words, like, yes, from deep down I'm really satisfied that now my clients are showing me the real change in themselves, and they are really happy, and the change are permanent. It was not like कि 2-3 दिन के लिए उनकी life में change आया, now back to the zero square. No, it is the change that will remain with them inshallah long.
वाओ सवेरिया. अच्छा, एक और लोगों का ना होता है कि when they join the program तो उनको होता है कि कब स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, और मुझे पता है कि पीडीपी में आपको 4 months की वेट नहीं करनी पड़ती है. जैसे जैसे आप थेरेपीज खत्म करते हैं साथ साथ आप अप्लाई कर पाते हो. तो आप बताओ कि आप साथ साथ अप्लाई कर रहे थे या आपने 4 months की वेट करी फिर आपने शुरू करा, कैसे, हाउ हैज दैट बीन?
Sorry ma'am, I didn't get your point, last point.
आपको 4 months की वेट करनी पड़ी थी अपनी प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट करने के लिए, या जो भी आप सीख रहे थे साथ साथ अप्लाई कर पा रहे थे?
Yes ma'am, no. I was previously, before the PDP I was practicing, so मुझे नहीं चाहिए था वक्त के. Along with that, जैसे जैसे first we have started with brand building, and then we started with graphology. So from the first very session, I'm watching through going through the recordings, and I was like, मुझे अपनी writing ला के दिखाओ, तुम ला के दिखाओ, ये ला के दिखाओ, मैं सबका एनालिसिस करूंगी. So it was the very first day I have started applying those techniques on myself. I was like, okay, I am writing this way, so this is the reason, so that's why I'm writing this. So I can totally relate with graphology, ma'am. So yes, it is the really interesting fact or part of the therapy. So each and every therapy, first day, yes, brand building, ma'am. I think this course had also made me to come out of my comfort zone, ma'am. Although I'm really, extrovert and social, मतलब सबके साथ घुलना मिलना, but at the same time I was not, I never thought that one day I will be on Instagram making public account and going live with men. I have never thought about this. But that was my comfort zone. My comfort zone was like, okay, chill, देखा जाएगा. So now I'm out of comfort zone and in my learning phase. Alhamdulillah, I'm going towards growth phase. So yes, ma'am. Alhamdulillah, due to this PDP course, and yes.
Amazing, Javeria. मतलब you've come very far from from where you are right now, and I think you've always been very energetic. मेरे से ज़्यादा हरी
Yes.
है.
Oh my God, ma'am. When you mentioned us in the group, like, don't watch my videos on 2x. And I was like, ma'am, please don't ask us to do this, because, ma'am, even YouTube video I couldn't watch like 1.5. Whenever I was, whenever my mother is watching some drama, and I was like, तुम क्या कर रही इतना आराम से. I was like, ये इतना आराम से कैसे बोल लेते हैं. तो my mother was like, पता नहीं तुम आप कैसे इतनी जल्दी सुन लेते हो. तो so yes, I am a really hurry up driver, ma'am.
Wow, Javeria. And undoubtedly, guys, Javeria is very, very skilled now. She's already given you some examples, and I think she's already taking clients now online as well. So you can get in touch with her. She's a clinical psychologist taking clients online, offline. I'm not sure online though she is. So you must get in touch with her. And Javeria, I'm also looking forward to seeing in the next course that I might launch. And she's like waiting, ma'am, launch karo, aap kab kar rahe ho?
Inshallah, ma'am, inshallah, definitely. I would love to, ma'am.
Amazing. Javeria, any last words from your side? कुछ रह गया हो?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I just want to tell everyone that just be kind to yourself, and before showing be kind to others. But before doing that, Just show your kindness towards yourself and compassion, and be kind to yourself. Show your care, love, and you need your support first. So that is the thing. And the next one is that don't compare yourself with anyone. And this number one is don't compromise on your dreams. Like this is my essence of my life. Don't compromise on your dream. And the number two, if that doesn't work for you, it's okay. Change your plan. Make change plan 2, plan 3. It will definitely gonna work. But don't compromise on your dreams and goals. Stick by it. And yes, ma'am. And the patience. I think every field needs patience, but our psychology field needs patience because we are dealing in our daily life with different kind of people, be it in our relatives or family members. They are also going through a lot, and the clients, we are seeing them, and they are some of the most hurtful, coming from the most hurtful situation. When you heard their stories, and it was really depressing for us at the same time. So I think just be patient and just be there for you, and just self-love.
Amazing, Javeria. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking so much of your time to come here, give us your interview and whatnot. Thank you so much. Perfect. And anybody who wants to join PDP, guys, after I end this video, there will be a comment section. You can comment their PDP and our team will get in touch with you. I would love to see a lot of you inside PDP and become very skilled, confident counselors like Javeria, irrespective of which nation you are from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mosam. Yeah, ma'am, thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me, and giving me this space to talk it out. And yes, ma'am, I feel really honored.
Thank you so much, Javeria. You have a very, very long way to go. अभी तो आपने सिर्फ start ही करा है.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Inshallah.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.